Hello, today I will be listening to Volcanic Bird Enemy and the Voiced Concern by Lil Ugly Mane. I've gotten a few comments about this album recently, and I remember hearing about it when it came out, but I never actually ended up listening to it, so I figured why not? I don't know much about it. I'm going into this expecting a strange experience based on the album cover and the title alone. I guess we'll see. Full uncut version of this video will be up on my Patreon as always. All of my social media is linked below. And first track is called Bird Enemy Car.
Who are you? 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 Who are you?
Who am I?
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
I don't
Who are
know.
you? Who are 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 you?
Okay.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
The strings are very pretty. Yeah, the very childlike sounding piano is strange. This is making me feel a weird combination of feelings. Like slightly soothed, slightly existential. Yeah, I don't really know how I'm supposed to feel right now, but it sounds cool. The bird regards the trainer as an enemy. Yeah, weirdly beautiful opener. Definitely felt very strange. Felt like I was kind of in like a weird dream state. Like things don't exactly make sense. It felt like a little disconnected from reality, perhaps. Like all these kind of detached parts of the song coming together to form something that was actually quite pretty, but also quite unsettling. Yes, opens the album with a hypnotic and delirious tone as if we were entering Travis's fragmented mind. The refrain that repeats the line, "Who are you?" over and over could be the conscious Lil Ugly Mane, or rather Travis Miller, who has shed his violent persona and is now wondering who he really is. Let's continue. Next song is with Iron and Bleach and Accidents. This album has a bunch of songs, by the way, 19, and a lot of them are quite short, so I might not necessarily pause between every single one. We'll see how it goes. Continuing on with the kind of children's music vibe.
Every time you feel deprived, people under dynamite buildings take a break from smoldering and smile.
Sounds kind of like a lullaby, but for like a demon child.
Movie actors puzzle during combat. Leading man just stutters when he talks. There were
again.
You
Strangely
can act
pretty,
like you were swindled.
but also a little unsettling.
I'll remind you of the truth.
Yeah, these lyrics are kind of scathing, though. Every time I hear you moaning, every time you feel deprived, people under dynamited buildings take a break from smoldering and smile. There's a city made of ashes and hypnosis is a gun. Any place you're feeling sadness is a place I'd like to run. I don't know, I feel like the whole like childlike kind of sound of the song feels like it's like mocking this person or something. It sounds very interesting. Something about it is definitely kind of anxiety inducing. It feels very on edge. It feels like the music is like desperately like hanging on to its last bit of happiness, if that makes sense. Next song is Benadryl Submarine.
Time's lost. Every night I sleep. Eyes crossed. Trying not to blink. And just to breathe. There's life twisting through the bricks outside. Is it taking over or just clinging on for life?
Kind of a 90s-ish vibe,
Ask your toss.
but obviously adapted into its own thing.
I'll pretend I paid attention. Now I'm kinda loud and drown. Feeling like I'm just a bridge for you to cross the street. You watch me fall apart, never intervene. Benadryl Submarine. Benadryl Submarine.
And I like those like bright, twinkly synths. They sound kind of crazy against the mood of this instrumental and like how moody it is.
Feeling like I'm just a bridge for you to cross the street. You watch me fall apart, never intervene. Run away, like I'm 17. Benadryl Submarine. Benadryl Submarine. Benadryl Submarine. Benadryl Submarine.
There's something very calming about this instrumental though. Definitely felt very sad, like he just sounds so dejected. Wonder where your dogs'll go when they realize there's no more bombs to find. Feeling like I'm just a bridge for you to cross a stream, you watch me fall apart and never intervene. Such an interesting lyric. In Benadryl Submarine, Lil Ugly Mane writes about his consumption of Benadryl in response to the feeling of being used by a significant other. The term Benadryl Submarine might refer to the amount of Benadryl he has taken, enough to feel submerged, like he's in a submarine surrounded by Benadryl. Alright, next song is Human Fly.
You treat mistakes like a museum.
Oh,
You always stand there looking parched. There's not some tapestry of reason. There is no fabric made of stars. If when I die, I can wear your clothing shoes. How are you surprised with the bluest sky? This is you at night. I'm a human fly. I'm a human fly. I'm a human fly. I'm a human fly.
yeah.
I'm a human fly.
It's so odd, but it's also just very relaxing to listen to.
I'm a human fly.
Yeah. I don't know, it just sounds so weirdly distorted.
With the bluest sky, loses you at night.
I feel like I'm
I'm a human fly.
oh, not the baby
I'm a
crying.
human fly. I'm a human fly. I'm a human fly. I'm a human fly.
I'm not quite sure how to wrap my head around that one, but I did really like it. How are you surprised that the bluest sky loses hue at night? Human Fly is a track centered on the feeling of quiet psychological deterioration, with Travis Miller comparing himself to a human fly, a petty, insignificant creature that buzzes through existence with no clear purpose. The song conveys a strong sense of self-loathing, displacement, and self-disgust. I don't know, obviously, like, there is that kind of trippy psychedelic element to this that does contribute to the strangeness, but I also feel like there's this kind of like dissociation to it. Like, it feels kind of disconnected and like numb in a way that I think is very sad to hear, and I feel like it expresses sadness in a way that is very unique and fascinating. I'm getting like a very singular feeling from this album so far. I can't really compare this to anything else I've ever heard, but it is definitely very sad. Next song is Cold in Here.
She wants my breeze to turn to winds of rotting breath. Have me look into a mirror and then realize I'm next. Under city lights, she said she sees the worthless in my eyes. Ways I spend my time, the days that pass me by. But where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Under city lights, she said she sees the dead that's in my eyes.
You know,
Ways
I don't know
waste my
what
time, the days that
exactly
pass
I
me
expected
by.
this album to be,
Where
but it was
I?
not this.
Where was I? 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 Won't you open up a window? Get it cold in here. I want it cold in here. Won't you open up a window? Get it cold
And also,
in
like,
here.
despite how
Cold in here.
unbelievable all of this sounds, I feel like the lyrics so far have all been so interesting too.
I want it cold in here. Won't you
Feels like there's a lot to take in with this, and I'm
cold in here?
just gonna do my best.
Let me be cold in here. Where was I? 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 Won't you open up a window? Get it cold in here. I want it cold in here. Won't you open up a window? Get it cold in here. Let me be cold in here.
Weirdly, like, catchy chorus for how, I don't know, like, bleak the whole thing sounds. I feel like that melody could still get stuck in my head. Yeah, definitely doesn't seem to be in a good place relationship-wise, or really just in general. Cold in Here is a deep reflection on emotional apathy, emotional detachment, and the constant feeling of internal alienation. The title already carries a double meaning. It's cold in here can be literal, but also represent an icy emotional state where Travis Miller feels emotionally frozen, unable to connect with others or with his own self. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Once you open up a window, get it cold in here. A fever or a sudden feeling of warmth is a side effect of certain drugs. That's what I was thinking, was like overheating from drugs, needing to open a window. Otherwise, this lyric could just be using the sensation of wind chill to evoke feelings of loneliness and melancholy into the listener. Next song is Styrofoam.
Hello? Yes, this is Purgatory. The devil speaking.
crackly old record player.
My seat's been ejected. Now I'm flying past your house. I feel tired, and I think I'm done with trying. If everything was styrofoam, love would cost a dime. Crime scene photos of a moth without its wings. If everything was styrofoam, you'd still be on my mind.
This is kind of like cheerful sound to it. Just very odd.
And I just pick fights, and I fall asleep in bars. I feel tired, and I think
Yeah.
I'm done with trying. If everything was styrofoam, I wouldn't be alive.
I can't really explain why this like
life will not serve you here, don't I?
ragtimey sound is so unsettling to me, but it is.
I hope.
Just like contrasted with everything going on so far. It is so off-putting. Yeah, a little scary, definitely very sad. Styrofoam uses the object styrofoam as a central symbol to address a sense of artificiality, disguised fragility, and emotional disposability. Styrofoam, light, cheap, protective, but non-biodegradable, becomes the perfect image of someone who appears resilient on the outside, but is toxic, empty, or easily ignored. Yeah, I was gonna say that this album feels like it could be a comforting listen if you were like feeling down, but maybe it would just make it worse. I don't quite know. But there is something just so profoundly unnerving about the tone of everything, and I think it's really interesting. Like, I am very captivated by it. Like I said earlier, very singular. Like, this is really just doing its own thing, and I think that that's really cool. Next song is Hostage Master.
It seeps into the air, splinters swiftly in my frown. Your garden turned to poison when you put me in the ground. Caution were the wings that flew you into war. Now you wait for your assignments from the generals on the shore. Where I am, beauty makes me freeze.
This album is just crazy. That's all I can say.
Meet me in the countryside where mountains look like hostages tonight. Caught between cities and the lights. I don't think we have the right to be alive.
Today I gave you a chicken salad sandwich.
Thank you. Sampled directly from a read-along of the book Bread and Jam for Francis. Sure. You know, I don't really know exactly how to describe it, but this just feels like someone who is just like lost within themselves and like it's just wandering around in their mind, piecing all of these like songs, these sounds and samples together, but it works somehow. Like, it doesn't feel as disjointed as it should, but it's definitely very strange, very interesting. Meet me in the countryside where the mountains look like hostages tonight. Caught between the cities and the lights, I don't think we have the right to be alive. Hostage Master is a track about self-imposition, emotional isolation, and the feeling of being trapped inside oneself. The title itself is already contradictory. He is the hostage master, but the only hostage he seems to have is himself. The lyrics build the image of a guy who has become a prisoner of his own mind, his own attitudes, his own relationships, and his own history. Next song is Beach Harness. All right. I do like the drums on this one. I mean, it does remind me a little of, like, the avalanches. Yeah. I mean, I really like the way it sounds. I don't know if I have a ton to say about it, but it sounded great. Okay. Let's just get straight into the next one.
I had a memory and lost it, and pretended that's cathartic. Have a tendency to promise shit that I cannot accomplish, like the energy to take the garbage out of my apartment. I'm the enemy of progress. I just wanna be discarded.
Guitar sounds cool.
Memory and lost it, and pretended that's cathartic. Have a tendency
I like the fuzziness of it.
I cannot accomplish. Never having fun. The work is never done. Never having fun. The work is never done. Never having fun. The work is never done. Never having fun. The work is never done.
Yeah, I like that one. It had a very calming vibe to it. And it's, you know, that feeling that anyone who's dealt with depression knows all too well, where it feels like every little thing is just insurmountable. Been there. I had a memory and lost it and pretended that's cathartic. Have a tendency to promise shit that I cannot accomplish. Like the energy to take the garbage out of my apartment. I'm the enemy of progress. I just want to be discarded. Discard is about the feeling of uselessness. The title gives it all away. Discard as if Travis were an object thrown away after losing its purpose or value, not only in the eyes of others, but also in one's own eyes. Like in Styrofoam, seems to be repeatedly referring to himself as a discardable object, which is a little bit concerning. You doing okay? Are we good? Next song is Headboard. Yeah, I like the kind of rock inspired sounds on the album. This sounds really cool. The texture of it is crazy. That guitar. just feel so at peace while I'm listening to this somehow, though. Like, it is quite beautiful. Want to like close my eyes and float away. Yeah. That was gorgeous. Great song. I do feel like the longer this goes on, the more I ease into it. And it is like a very comfortable way of sitting with these negative emotions. I like it a lot. This is a track about painful memories, about being alone in a space where there was once intimacy, and about how the marks of the past remain physically even after everything is over. Great song. Love the texture of everything. Sounded amazing. Okay, next song is Into a Life.
Last time I saw you, all the power had been shut off. There was spoiled meat, smelled like alcohol. And you made me impatient, like a V32 motor. But I knew I was happy that you called. Words were hanging off my lips, but my dumb brain was on the fritz. I was probably full of shit. Anyway, I want to get back into a love where I know you. I want to get
Yeah, this one sounds incredible too.
into a love where I know you. You wear this madness like a uniform. I wish
There's
that
something
you
about it that
ignored.
feels very like nostalgic and familiar.
I was
And I'm not quite sure
condescending
why,
every time you
but
tried
it feels
to
very
end.
nice.
Crisis is left unattended. I'm still falling off the bar. I'm still living way too hard. I'd like to tell you something you could praise. I want to get back into a love where I know you. I want to get back into a love where I know you.
Grind slowly.
I want to get back into a life where I know you. I want to get back into a life where I know you.
Oh, not the tease of the drums at the end. Yeah, I mean, as cheesy as it sounds, like this album really does just create a world of its own. I feel like I'm just so in this right now. Let's continue.
I thought it was real. Hey, I clapped like a seal. Hey, and I balanced the ball on my nose. But even after my spell, hey, you never felt. Hey, things that I felt, I suppose. I'm not sure.
Back to being unsettled.
The headaches I get are serrated. I'm the bugs you squash under your feet. Your kiss always tastes so metallic from the fillings that line all your teeth. I'm the cockroach that wakes up your roommates.
So disorienting.
Nobody knows. I just wanna exhale how you can inhale when a plug will come home to your nose. I thought it was real, and I clapped like a seal, and I balanced the ball on my nose. But even after my spell, you never felt the things better, I suppose.
Who hurt this man?
I thought it was real.
Silence indeed. For a whole minute. I just have to sit with my thoughts. I don't like doing that. Well, that was an interesting choice. Don't know how I feel about that, but okay. We're back to the kind of slightly creepy energy. Everything sounded like a little bit warped, but in a very interesting way. The song ends in around 1 whole minute of silence. This can be seen as a moment of silence to reflect on this misuse of affection in a relationship, but most likely it is the result of Lil Ugly Mane uploading the wrong MP3 file to streaming platforms. Miller stated that he had been working so much on this project that by the end he just wanted to get the music out to the fans and be done with it, so he disregarded checking every single WAV file that he made, especially when most of the files only contained little to no difference, making it even more difficult and time-wasting to have to pay extra close attention on which WAV file was a slightly better version. Okay, well, just say it's deep and on purpose. It's fine. Alright, the next song is VPN.
It's a reckless that my effigies are running loose. The surface is red and blue. I can see me next to you. When the moon approaches cautiously like it's abuse, you practice being so confused. Play with these static walls, they all extend. I sit inside
Nice beat though. Sounds very cool. Yeah, again, like the fuzziness of it is just so nice. I feel like I went from being so creeped out to this album to like just sinking into it and enjoying it. I feel very at peace with it. Damn. That sounds really nice. Yeah, that one sounded amazing. Those synths were so pretty. Lil Ugly Mane's VPN is a song about an unhealthy relationship that he's unhappy with. He also reflects on how he feels while stuck in his home in the chorus. Moving on to Swell. The song is an instrumental. All right. Interesting. I mean, again, I think this sounds very nice. I think that these instrumentals, well, the two that I've heard so far, are cool. I feel like they feel a little disconnected from everything else to me. Maybe I will change my mind on that with time, but I feel like they feel kind of like detours more than like actually like part of the flow of the album. So I don't know. I like how they sound, but I'm kind of like, all right. Yeah, cool vibe. I don't have a ton to say about it. Let's just move on. Oh.
I don't wanna wake you up, I don't even care. No delineation from the voices in the air. I don't wanna wake you up, wake you up. I don't wanna wake you up.
Why does that sound? Feels so spooky. I don't know what it's like reminding me of that's triggering some kind of anxiety in me.
No delineation from the voices in the
It's kind of groovy though.
I don't wanna wake you up, I don't even care. No delineation from the voices in the air. I don't wanna wake you up, wake you up. I don't wanna wake you up, wake you up.
What is that like rattling in there?
Deep inside a little cube. I could hear him talking, I could tell that it was you. I don't wanna wake you up, wake you up. I don't wanna wake you up, wake you up. I don't wanna wake you up, wake you up.
Yeah, something about that made me feel like I was like getting chased for some reason. Yeah, that was a weird one. All right. Next song is Cursor.
I wonder where my grandmother is.
Oh god.
Sympathy is a funny thing. Sometimes I just ain't got the time for it. And I don't like your face, your brain, your words, or even your hindquarters.
That's brutal.
But sometimes when you're away, you were all that's on my mind. I want to share a smile and gauge your observations. I hope it's worse for you today. Oh, oh, oh. I want it bad for you today. Oh, oh, oh. I set a curse for you today. Oh, oh, oh. Everything will be okay. You put pollen in my bloodstream. Your arms are cemetery gates. I don't like when you're unhappy, but I don't like it either when you're great. When I'm hurling expletives with red lights, I'm always talking to you.
Such like a weirdly pitchy melody too. This one could stick in my brain for sure.
I hope it's worse for you today. I want it bad for
So,
you today.
who are we all thinking about while this is playing? Who do we all want to send this song to?
I want it worse for you today.
Oh.
I want it bad for you. Oh, I want it worse for you today. I want it bad for you.
We're going somewhere with this organ.
I want it worse for you today. I want it bad for you. Oh, I want it worse for you today. I want it bad for you. Oh, I want it worse for you today. I want it bad for you.
Okay, I did really like that song. I like the like jovial kind of sound with the angry lyrics. I thought it was funny. And as a certified petty grudge holder, I really like this song. Cursor is a comedic love song about Travis disliking an unspecified person, though it's implied to be a lover, and hoping their day is bad, but not bad enough to hurt them. Fun. Enjoyed it. Next song is Bold Futile Flavor.
There's data, sex, and information in the backseat
Okay.
of your forest fire eyes. But you write a funny caption in rotation under pictures of me mummified in wire. But you prowl around the streets of slow measure with the battery of someone else's time.
Sounds cool. Very strange. Describes a feeling of betrayal in his relationship, being put below the pride and desires of his partner. Let's keep going.
You exclaimed your proclamations, but they fell on crowded ears, with everybody clamoring for contact and extinction pollinating all their fears. Wasted entertainment. Headboard comes with city rent. You can stand above me looking down, but I can see from here it's just a broken ladder. And I would trade my place with you in hell, 'cause I can say for sure it doesn't even matter. You can stand above me looking down, but I can see from here it's just a broken ladder.
It's so like energetic sounding, and then the lyrics and the vocals are just so
Pour another drink.
like dejected and flat, but like in a very interesting way.
And it always feels encouraging to sing. Patterns and contagious. Princesses and crust.
Or that crunch. I like
I
it.
would trade my place with you in hell, 'cause I can say for sure it doesn't even matter. You can stand above me looking down, but I can see from here it's just a broken ladder. And I would trade my place with you in hell, 'cause I can say for sure it doesn't even matter. You can stand above me looking down, but I can see from here it's just a broken ladder. And I would trade my place with you in hell, 'cause I can say for sure it doesn't even matter.
Broken Ladder by Lil Ugly Mane appears to be a critique of modern society and its emphasis on material success. The first verse suggests that people are too focused on their own fears and desires and not paying attention to others. The second verse seems to describe the way people cope with the overwhelming nature of modern-day life by drowning their sorrows in alcohol and distractions. The chorus repeats the phrase broken ladder, suggesting that people are climbing to the top of a structure that is unsound and built on a faulty foundation. We have reached the final song, which is Porcelain Slightly. Let's finish this out. God, I do really like the sound of that guitar. going from rotting to rotted is interesting. Sometimes the world will show me mercy that you shatter my relief like porcelain. This is one of the 2 singles that dropped before the album, alongside Into a Life. Also, while picking up the grunge-inspired sound, the lyrics show themes of fear, hopelessness, and annoyance. Man, I like just such an interesting way of expressing like sadness and depression. I feel like this album is completely unlike anything else. I don't even know what you would categorize this as. Like I can pick up on like little influences here and there, but they're all just like meshed together into something that is so itself, you know? As far as favorite songs go, Benadryl Submarine was great. Cold in Here was great. Headboard was great. VPN was great. But yeah, what an experience. I feel like I just got like trapped in the mind of this man, and there's some weird shit going on in there, but I did have, I guess I wouldn't say a nice time. I found it to be very fascinating, I guess is what I'll say. What a surreal time I just had. I'm very glad that I heard it. And yeah, I just found it to be pretty captivating. You know, keep recommending albums for me to check out. I would really appreciate it. Full uncut version of this video is on Patreon. My social media is linked below. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't even know what to say. I feel like this album has me kind of speechless. Have a great rest of your day. I feel like I feel obligated after that album to say, take care of yourself, be nice to yourself. I will see you next time. Goodbye.